Torah Garden, speaking the absolute truth. Torah Nation.
Shalom, 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 Yasserol and Yehuda, grafted in Gentiles into the body of Hamashiach. We bring you greetings in the name of Yahuwah and his son Yahushua Hamashiach, who has purchased our Yeshua, who has redeemed us, our kinsmen, Yasserol and Yehuda, grafted in Gentiles, those whom he has chosen from amongst the called. Listening to none other than the Hezekiah. Song is Flood Came. Flood came. Deuteronomy 28 and 54. I don't own the rights to this music. Abba Yahuwah, in the name of Yahushua Hamashiach, you have called me to cry loud and to spare not, to lift up my voice like a trump in Zion, to warn Yasserol and to warn Yahuda to get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. Abba Yahuwah, in the name of Yahushua Hamashiach, Abba, the wicked have launched an attack. You have rewarded them for their schemes. Abba Yahuwah, we believe you for the deliverance from Babylon. We believe you for the deliverance from this whore. We thank you, Abba Yahuwah, in the name of Yahushua Hamashiach, for all that you have done and all that you continue to do in Hamashiach Yahushua. Abba, I thank you that from my belly flows rivers of living water. Of this you spake of the Ruach HaKodesh, which we should receive. Abba, I've received the Ruach HaKodesh. I've received the water. I've received the blood. I stand before you, asking you to take the reins of my lips and the reins of my tongue and reign, declaring that I will not cause anyone to stumble, anyone to be turned out of the way, anyone to come up lame in you, because I say what you call me to say. Abba, you in the name of Yahushua Hamashiach, I give you praise. I thank you that no weapon turned against me prospers. I thank you the word of Yahuwah is alive, it's quick, it's powerful, it's sharper than any two-edged sword, dividing asunder joint and marrow. Abba, your word is a quickening force. It's alive. And in the name of Yahushua Hamashiach, I believe that this living word is going forth to be a lamp unto their feet, a light unto their pathway. I believe this word is going in to bring light and give understanding to the simple. Abba Yahuwah, this word is going to deliver, cleanse the ways of the young men and young women who give heed to it. Abba Yahuwah, in the name of Yahushua Hamashiach, I praise you for your Besorah. I praise you for your Torah of truth. I praise you for this word. I bind principalities and powers, dominions and darknesses. I come against familiar ruachs of witchcraft and divination. I have authority. I have been given into it in the Shamayim by Yahushua, in the name of Yahushua Hamashiach. In Yahuwah, by the name, in the name of Yahuwah, in Yahuwah's name, by Yahushua Hamashiach. I wage war in the name of Yahushua Hamashiach. I bind you in the name of Yahushua Hamashiach. I bind you familiar ruachs. I bind you unclean ruachs. I bind you perverse ruachs. In the name of Yahushua Hamashiach, command you to cease in your maneuvers and activities. I command you to let the people of Yahuwah go. Whom the Son Yahushua Hamashiach says free is free indeed. I declare it to be the sole truth in the name of Yahushua Hamashiach. Abba Yahuwah, I praise you. I pray that the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart would be acceptable in thy sight. Yahuwah, this word in this life, in the name of Yahushua Hamashiach, may your word be a quickening word, a ruach, a word. In the name of Yahushua Hamashiach, I praise you. Hallelujah. Listen, man, y'all, woman, y'all, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. Listen, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. Right? Yahuwah is about to reveal. He is revealing things. He's opening eyes. Listen, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready for the persecution. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. Listen, 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 listen. You better be in this witness. You better be born again of the water and of the Ruach HaKodesh if you ever have any intentions on escaping this wicked whore. Yeah, this whore, the United Snakes of America, this whore that has caused the nations to drink of her fornication, this diabolical whore. Listen, unless you are born again of the water and the Ruach HaKodesh, you will be destroyed. Because Babylon's falling. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. Listen, we entering into Pesach, right? Right? We're entering into a holy feast, right? Pesach. Understanding that Yahushua Mashiach was the fulfillment of Pesach. Understanding that this witness that he has birthed forth, this water, this blood, this Ruach HaKodesh, this is the fulfillment. But it's necessary for us to remember this feast day because it's Yahuwah's feast. He wanted our fathers, our forefathers, to remember this feast day. He wanted our forefathers to remember this feast day. But you gotta get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. Right? Right? You get ready. And listen. I'm speaking to those that are in the valley of decision. Who knows that it's not right. Ain't sure about what's going on. But they know that they need to make a change. It's time to be born again in the water of Ruach HaKodesh. It's time to be established in this witness. See, you gotta understand, right? The things that are about to take place, right? These things are going to take those who are not in this witness unaware. They ain't gonna be prepared for this. Right? They ain't gonna be prepared for this. They ain't gonna be prepared for the terror that's coming upon this race. They ain't gonna be prepared for what's about to fall Babylon. I don't care what they think. I don't care what they do. They ain't gonna be prepared. Right? They ain't gonna be prepared for the judgment that's coming upon this nation. You better get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. I told you, you told me that 2 days ago. A day ago. 2 days ago now. Woke me up in the morning. Got out praying. And all he kept saying to me in the Ruach was get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. And let my people know they better get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. Right? You will give me that message over a year ago. Right? Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. I'm like, well, you already told him. Get ready. He said, tell them to get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. See, because, you know, there is an obvious disconnect between the called and you. Now, the chosen, they're not disconnected. Right? They hear what the Ruach is saying because they received the gift of the Ruach HaKodesh and they trust in the Ruach HaKodesh of you. But see, there's a disconnect between you and the called. Right? Gotta understand that you have to be ready. I had to be ready. Right? The parable of the virgins, the 5 wise, 5 foolish. See, because they were all called, right? But the chosen, right, were the ones that were prepared. The 5 wise were prepared. Right? The foolish, there was a disconnect. They thought they had everything they needed. They got complacent. They felt that they could ride off of what they have already had. Right? Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. And for you who are in this witness, stay ready, stay ready, stay ready, stay ready, stay ready. Now, you ain't got to be concerned or worried about it coming upon you in such a way that it takes you by surprise. A judgment. See, because you know, Yahuwah is a merciful judgment and merciful judge, and he has not reserved judgment for us who are born again of the water, Ruach. He's not appointed us to that. Which means that he has made allocations for us to be preserved, to be brought out, to escape. Some of y'all ain't gonna want to escape Babylon because you ain't gonna see it coming. You ain't gonna see it coming. You ain't gonna see the need. You don't see the need. Some of y'all think when all hell pops off and everything goes chaotic, you know, y'all think y'all gonna be prepared. You got your AR, you got your 9s, your shotguns, you got your little storage shelters, and you got all that stuff kind of off to the side. You ready? In Babylon. Right? Disconnect. You better know who you labor among. You better understand whether or not they're connected or disconnected. The foolish virgins were disconnected. They felt that they had time. Why would I want to leave the United States of America and go over to the land that Yahuwah has promised your forefathers? Why would I want to do that? I'm not African. I'm African American. Disconnect. I don't believe all the stuff these Hebrew Israelites be talking about. Jesus is the way. Jesus is the answer for the world today. The Bible, listen, the whoremongers were singing that. They didn't even believe that. Them Calamites were singing that. Them homosexuals were singing that. They believed in the earth pig. They didn't believe in Yahusha. They didn't believe in Yahuwah. Because in Yahuwah, right, in this witness, we understand that we have to have faith in Yahushua Mashiach and keep Torah. See, but you have been taught to receive, to take hold of this paganism. And this paganism is so connected and so deeply embedded in you, right? You refuse to accept anything else. And you don't read your Bible. Right? You don't study to show thyself approved. Right? Right? You don't investigate beyond what your pastor, what your minister, whatever he is, catamites, right? Whoremongers, thieves, dogs that don't bark, right? You don't do your research. Right? You just take what he says because it sounds good. And that was he preached a good message. You know? He preached a good message. Motivational speakers. Get ready. See, there's judgment coming up. There's judgment coming. Get ready. You have to understand that in order to escape this world's judgment, this nation's judgment, this nation's judgment is coming first before this world is ever judged. This nation has to be judged. They know it's coming. They're trying to hide. They're trying to escape. They got exit plans. You know, have land in Hawaii, build bunkers in other nations and countries. You know, they got places to run to when they pop off. They loading up food, cutting your supplies off, driving theirs in the bunkers. They ain't gonna escape. You think you're gonna escape the judgment of you? Get ready. Do you think you're gonna escape the judgment of you? Five wise, five foolish. Better know who you labor among. You better understand that you better be prepared. You better know that Yahuwah has done everything in providing Yeshua for you. He's made available to you his only begotten. Not Jesus, Yahusha. Not the Lord, Yahuwah. Has given you everything you need in Yahushua Mashiach to escape. To escape. Ain't gonna think about it. You gotta be born in the water. You gotta receive the blood atonement. You have to have his Ruach HaKodesh. Everything you need to escape, to have victory. Get ready. This is a continuation from the Shabbat lesson, right? And we're going to pick up at Revelations, the 7th verse, 3rd chapter, 7th verse. Letters to churches, right? And to the angel of the assembly, right, in Philadelphia writes, these things saith he that is Kodesh. The words of Yahushua, who sanctified and set apart Kodesh, right? He that is true. Yahushua is the way, the truth, and the life. Everything Yahushua is true. Yahusha was Yahuwah's word made flesh. Yahuwah's word is true. Everything that Yahusha demonstrated was true. Everything he ever spoke was true because it was Torah. He was in the beginning with Yahuwah. It was Yahusha that helped Yahuwah in establishing the arrest by the spoken word. Yahusha. True. Right? He that hath the keys of Dawid. Yahusha. Keys. Right? To the kingdom. Keys to an eternal rulership. That of Dawid's seed that would always remain, right, on the throne. That kept Torah. Yahusha was the king that reigned, right? That king that is to reign of the seed of David, after the flesh. Right. He had his father's Y chromosome. His father's Y chromosome. He had his mother's 23 chromosomes. He was of the seed of Dawid after the flesh. Right? He says, he that openeth and no man shutteth. See, Hasatan understands that he's foiled. His attempt to take rulership and reign is delusional at best. Right? Right? He's foiled. Right? No man shutteth. See, this Yeshua that Yahusha gave way to, the door that he opened for the return of the Kodashim, can't nobody stop. No demon can stop this. You can't change, hinder, stop, slow down a plan that Yahusha has declared from the end at the beginning. Just can't do it, right? But you know, Hasatan was created by you. In his arrogancy, he wanted to be as the Most High. That got him tossed out of the heavens. He has been on a constant mission to shut the door. From the time that Yahuwah told him that the woman seed shall bruise thy head, and that your seed shall bruise his heel. From that time, he has been on a quest to shut the plan, to shut the door. I don't know why that keeps getting darker and lighter. I don't know if it's going to manifest in this, but that's interesting. Right? Shut the door. Off the time. Right? Because the sun stays constant in the room. But if you notice, there's this blackness, this silhouetteness. comes on the screen. Hasatan, I rebuke you in the name of Yeshua Mashiach. No. You're foiled. Your plan is destroyed before it even began. And in actuality, you just played out his plan, Yahuwah's. Because Yahuwah's got a righteous seed. He's got a chosen mishpach that he has established and who will be ready. Yeah. He's been in a constant quest to shut the door. And the called, who do not move into the quickening and become Yahuwah's chosen, you will fall prey to his quest. You will be demolished. No man can shut. And he shuts, and no man can close. He shuts. Can't nobody get in that has not been chosen. Yahushua Mashiach. Yahuwah. The Word made flesh, the Son of the living Yahuwah. He who has brought the kingdom to the earth through his own personal sacrifice. Right? And until that kingdom is manifested on the earth, physical, it's in us. See, where Yahuwah's Ruach is, there's liberty. Freedom from bondage. Right? There's this awareness, this knowing, this knowledge. Right? Because Yahuwah's seed is in. It's the obligation, the commitment to reveal to you in order for you to be able to escape. So you will know when to flee. He says, I know thy works, behold, I have set before thee an open door, and no man can shut it. I've brought your Yeshua. The plan of Yeshua is in motion. No matter what anybody do, can't nobody stop this. You can't stop the water, the blood, the Ruach HaKodesh. You can't stop this. You can't stop this, right? I know what your demonstration has been. I know what you have suffered. I know what's being done to you. You were in this witness. Now understand this. Hasatan hates everybody. Hasatan has no love for nobody. He's the El of this world, and he don't love none of these folk. Right? He doesn't have anybody that he considers unexpendable. Because everybody in Hasatan's kingdom is expendable. There's no love in him. Right? He don't care about his people. He will use them to advance his wicked dominion. He don't care about them. He don't care. He's got an open door for the chosen. Now, the call is going out to Yashua and Yehuda first and to the world. But the chosen are those that go through the open door. See, because Yahusha is the door. He is the way. He's the truth. He's the life. No man comes to the Father, but by him he has a way. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. Because unless you enter in at the door, you ain't getting in. Unless you enter in at the door, unless you be born again of the water, the Ruach HaKodesh, you ain't getting in. You ain't escaping. You're not getting out alive. You ain't getting out alive. He says, I know thy works. Behold, I have set before thee an open door, and no man can shut it. They hate you. They hate you. Yasharal and Yahudiym. They hate you. Right? And I understand how diabolical they are. Right? They identified you as the people. They took you and put you into captivity. Right? Throughout the four corners of the earth. Yasharal and Yahudiym. Right? Your migration patterns put you in sub-Saharan Africa because, you know, sub-Saharan Africa is the land of Canaan. RD said that. He did research. and I believe in the research. Give it up for RD. Right? Sub-Saharan Africa. No, I give it up to Yahuwah in the name of Yahusha for putting it in RD. These people hate you. Taking you on ships. Brought you into the lands of your captivity. See, you know, it takes time to bring about an assimilation of a people into a culture. It takes time, steps, calculated steps to sway a people from a heritage, oral traditions, a righteous way. It takes time. And then, you know, even in the lands that we were taken from as a people, we weren't serving Yahuwah the way we should. That's why we went into the lands of our captivities. That's why we were taken on ships. It was the fulfillment of prophecy. Right? They were specifically targeting us. But you know, someone got the brilliant idea of saying, you know what? Let's devise this idea that as a lighter colored people without melanin, right? We're more civilized. We're more intelligent. We understand how civilization should work. These people don't know nothing. Right? They don't even dress like us. Look at them. Running around here, around these wild animals, all of this, you know, they sitting on a gold mine, they don't know it. They're inferior. They're of no value other than merchandise. To be used, to be worked. So what they did was they built in this whole idea of this white supremacy concept. Right? And then this idea of white supremacy, right, came this hatred of all melanated, dark-skinned people. Right? Because the idea is that if we can make everybody that's darker, melanated, hated, then we would satisfy both things. We would make sure that we could hit the people of Israel. Because, you know, they're dark-skinned people anyway. Right? And we can elevate our people as a superior people over the entire continent, and we could run it and rule it all. Because, they're all dark-skinned people. Except the areas that we infiltrate, and over time, we steal the heritage and identity of these other people. It takes time to assimilate a culture. And they assimilated us so strong that, we gravitated to their God, Jesus. They convinced us that Jesus was our Yahusha. They convinced us that their Lord was our Yahuwah. When we knew his name. See, we couldn't speak our language. Persecuted, destroyed, raped, killed. Our babies were taken, shipped all over the place. We were put in breeding farms. And starting as early as ages, early as 12, 13. As soon as a young Hebrew woman, a young Hebrew girl got her first signs of menstruation, guess what? She was breeder ready. They didn't care about us. It was just property to be used. See, Yahuwah says, listen, I know thy works, and behold, I have set before thee an open door. You better enter into this witness. Because Yahuwah is called the nation. Yasharal and Yehuda called the nation. Listen, and just because you go to church on Sunday, don't mean you remotely is. First of all, you're serving and worshiping Yahuwah on a day that he hasn't even designated as his. You fell into the ideologies of these doctrine of men that they willingly changed around. And you accepted it because you know what? They worked hard to assimilate you into their system. Get ready. See, because Yahuwah knows your works. He's provided for you an open door. Right? He's provided for you an open door. Can't nobody shut it. For thou hast little strength. Right? They want to shut the door. They've been trying to shut the door. They have been to such a degree so almost thorough. That their quest to remove the name of Yasharal and Yehuda from out of history. Let's erase them from being a people. Now there's just Abraham's seed, many nations. That's who Yahusha, that's who Jesus is coming for. Yeah, your Jesus is coming for them. Like that, because you don't understand the scriptures, because you don't have Yahuwah's Ruach HaKodesh. You ain't been born again of water and Ruach HaKodesh. You got the doctrines of men, teachings, and foolishness. Yeah, Yahuwah has a people, a bloodline people, right? That was taken. Taken. They divided his lands, parted his lands. That Congo conference. Because they've been successful because they really confused everything. Literally confused everything. So much confusion in relationship to what's what and where's what and where's this and where's that and you got a people that's saying they're the people. That established the promised land in Palestine. Listen, y'all need to listen to RD. Right, you need to listen to RD. Right. You need to listen to RD. And if you don't know who RD sent me, who I'm referring to in RD, just go ahead and drop me a comment, and I'll let you know who I'm referencing. Listen. Better understand, right? He says, no man can shut it. They've been trying to keep you from your destiny. Trying to keep you from your place. They're trying to keep you from fulfilling Scripture. They're trying to keep you apart from Yahuwah and Yahushua HaMashiach. Schemes, treachery, to hide the identity of those that Yahuwah have chosen from amongst the 12 tribes. The righteous Kodashim, those who have been born again of the water and the Ruach HaKodesh. The righteous Kodashim of the elect 12 tribes. Melanated brothers, sisters, on the continent. And us who have been scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. They were successful with the whitening project with the African American slaves. The plan didn't work like they wanted to. You know, they went over these other continents. You can do it over in Africa. You can whiten them folk over there. They wasn't, you know, they made a mark in South Africa, but you know, they paid dearly for that. Right? But you know, that wasn't a successful plan over there. They could do that in Australia. Some of these other countries, but you know, they could do that in the United States of America. The United States of America was too strong in their righteous, self-righteous, white supremacy ideology. You know, it wasn't until that they were able to assimilate enough of us into their educational system and bring them under their boules. Give them status, athletes, and actors and actresses, that they allowed, made it permissible after a while for, a Caucasian race to become involved with the Negro race. There's those of the Aryan nation that they ain't gonna never give in. Right. But that whole simulation thing, Yeah. It's a fact. Listen, it's a fact. It was a plan of Hasatan. Now, does that make everyone that has entered into this relationship, right, with someone of another race, right, diabolically wrong? No. We were a product of a dissimulation. We gave in. It is not until you understand the witness of Yahuwah, being born again of water and Ruach HaKodesh, and who you are as a people, that things are made clear. Right? They did everything they could do to hide, to shut the door. For thou hast a little strength. You're trying to hold on to the little strength that you have. As the children of Yahuwah, born again of the water of the Ruach HaKodesh. Because these letters are to those who have, right, experienced this witness, who have the blood of Yahusha, the atonement, the sonship, being daughters of Yahuwah, right? You're talking to us. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. We talked about Sardis. Everybody looked at Sardis and said, oh man, them people on point. They got it together. They got it together. You know you don't. Yahuwah says you got to do your first works over. You look good to everybody else, but you don't look good to me at all. You got a couple of y'all up in there. It's going to have some white robes. But the rest of y'all need to get your act together. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. See, because in order to hear from Yahuwah, you got to have your act together. So I have a little strength and has kept my word. You keep my Torah and the pressure. You continue to speak the word in the midst of the tribulation. You continue to declare the Torah. You continue to stand on what you know is true. Right? Right? Thou hast not denied my name. See, we ain't denying Yahusha. We ain't denying Yahuwah. Right? Right? And you know what this is, and I heard this, I think it was from Truth Unedited, you know, his explanation, and it was brilliant to me. Right? The idea is that when we deny his name, we're denying his name and the validity of what his name really is, who it is. So when you say, oh, well, I believe Jesus is the name. No. What you're doing is you're denying the name that is the true name. So when you're denying the name, when you know the true name, that's denying his name, right? So say you've been calling him Jesus, but you know and have learned his name is Yahushua, right? You was referring to the Savior as the earth pig, E-A, Su, E-A, Su, right? Right? You were declaring his name, right, for what it wasn't. Right? But when you ascribe the etymology to his name, right? Because you got to understand, man, the English language is a language of witchcraft. You know, there's a lot of things that are attached to the idea of that name. Oh, well, it's just a name. Now, see, when you know the Hebrew name, Hebraic name. I got a guy guy got in a car with me one time, right? Uber, and he was driving, he was listening to some stuff. And he was like, so you Hebrews? I said, well, I've studied religion, da. I said, yeah, okay. I said, he says, well, I was telling him, believe in the Torah, and I believe in the Besorah, I don't believe in the authenticity completely of how it's been translated into Greek, because it was originally in Hebrew, before it ever became anything else. I don't care if it's Aramaic. I don't care if it is Greek. I don't care if it's Latinish, and I don't care if it's English. He said, but he said, Jesus didn't speak Hebrew. I'm like, what? I said, what would bring you to that conclusion? Because the language of the day wasn't Hebrew. Yahusha spoke Hebrew. The 12 spoke Hebrew. Actually, Shaul spoke Hebrew and an assortment of other languages. Right? He's like, oh, man, this is a good conversation. They don't know. He says his name is not Jesus, it's Yahusha. No, he says I said it's Yahusha. No, he says he said something. Jehovah. I said that's not the Hebrew. Those vowels. It's not that. Hebrew. He says, oh, well, he says it's a good conversation, and by the time I'll drop him off. You gotta understand. You have to understand. They kept his word. They hadn't denied his name. When you refer to Yahusha as any other name than Yahusha, and Yahuwah in any other name than Yahuwah, you deny the name. Yahusha, but you haven't denied my name. You haven't denied my name. I know it's hard. I know you're grinding it out. You're standing on the Torah. You went through the door. You received this witness. You recognize, in this witness there's going to be struggles because, the kingdom and the dominion of Hasatan has launched his attack against you, and he's going to attack you until the end. Right? But you haven't denied my name. Right? He says, behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Hasatan. Now, what's a synagogue? Right? Yahuwah only had one temple. Yahuwah only had one temple that he called his own in Jerusalem. There was one, I think, those were tents. Because I think Shlomo had one place and Dawid had one the other place. Right? Yahuwah only had one temple. One building, one structure. Only one. Right? Only one. Only one. So these synagogues, that's why, you used to go to church and, you was always asking money for the building fund. Building fund. I try to build a building fund. You can build these elaborate buildings. You can call it the Lord's house. Yeah, they were Baal's houses. Because the early churches, man, a lot of their gatherings were amongst people in houses. Synagogues. I never liked the name synagogue. You know, you got Gog and Magog. Then you got a synagogue. Just never added up to me. Right? But these temples, these gathering temples, right? Gathering temples. He says, behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Hasatan. These churches that are set up for Baal. Temples that are set up for the earth pig, these temples that are set up for these worshipers of other elves, Astras. These synagogue of Hasatan would say, they say they are Jews. Get ready for the great reveal. Get ready for the great reveal. Get ready for the great reveal. They would say they are Jewish. Say they are Jews and are not. See, because you know we were the Yahudiym. We were Ivri. Right? We were the Yahudiym. Yashareli. Ivri or Ivrit. But they said, we the people. We the people, and this is our land. You know what the interesting thing is, right? During the times of antiquities, during the time of the invasions, right? Be it Babylonian, Persian, be it Greek, be it Roman, right? Right? The land was still always theirs. It never ceased being theirs. It was under Roman occupation. The Romans occupied the land, but it was Jerusalem. Right? But you know, then you had the Herodians, converts. Begin to say they are Yahudiym and are not Herodians of Greek ancestry, have mingled themselves with Esau, changing their names. Thank you, RD. Got everybody believing that they are the people. Get ready for the great reveal. Yeah. Get ready, because it's time to leave Babylon. It's time to get out of this hole. They understand it's time to get out of this hole. He said, I know who they are. which say they are Yahudiym and are not, but do lie. They lie. You can't say anything about them. Can't say anything about them. They want to make it illegal for you to say anything about it. They can unalive with impunity. But you can't speak evil against them. See, I know the chosen. And I know at times you have little strength, but you haven't denied the name of Yahushua. You have not denied the name of Yahushua. You have not bought into all these other names. Behold, I will make them that worship in synagogues that belong to Hasatan. These synagogues that belong to Hasatan, right? Which say they are Yahudiym. They say they're Yahudiym, but they Jewish. They say they are Jews. And are not. See, I ain't a Jew. I'm an Ivri. Ivrit. Not a Jew. I'm Yahudi. Yehudi. I'm not a worshiper of Jesus. I don't serve the synagogue of Hasatan. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before your feet. It's going to happen. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. It's going to happen. Maybe not today. Maybe not tomorrow. But it's going to happen. Right? Because they're imposters. It's because I'm going to make it happen because I have chosen you. Yasharal, you see, this is prophecy to a people. Prophecy to a people. Think about it. Even this whole idea of Yahuwah doesn't have the 12 tribes anymore. He doesn't have a people. Everybody is Elohiym seed. That's the synagogue of Hasatan. Everybody's not Elohiym seed. Yahuwah, through Yahushua Mashiach's witnesses, brought salvation to everyone who wants to receive it. But it was for a people who he had to give it a covenant to. That he restored a covenant. Well, listen. These are the nations. If they knew that they had to endure everything that we endured in order to be a people that is called by his name, don't you know that there's something in us genetically, DNA, that causes us to, by strength and endurance, to be able to withstand? He says, that do lie. But do lie. Behold, I will make them come and worship before thy feet. I'm going to make them come down and worship. To acknowledge you as the people. And to know that I love thee. You ain't my people. They are my people. You ain't Yahudiym. They are Yahudiym. They are not imposters. You're imposters. I get a word of you. Listen. This is Revelations. This is Revelations 3 and 9. Revelations 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept my word of my patience. See, you have accepted this witness. Been born again of the water, Ruach HaKodesh. You keep his Torah. You keep his word. You stay ready. Right? Right? Impatient. In the midst of them trying to shoot you and kill you and eliminate you and do everything that they can to you. Right? But yet you still keep the words of his testimony. In patience. Right? I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation which shall come upon all the world. Listen. Get ready. It's because you've received this witness. Because you've been born again of the water and the Ruach HaKodesh. It's because though you have little faith, though you have little, little strength, I'm going to give you what you need and keep you, protect you, deliver you, cause you to escape the judgment that's going to come on them. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. Temptation. See, now that Greek word temptation, should probably be tribulation, trial, That word is
Strong's G 3986. Paidasmas.
An experiment, an attempt, a trial, a proving. I'm going to keep you. A trial, a proving. A trial made of you by my bodily condition, since the condition served as a test. The love of Galatians toward Paul. I don't know what that got to do with anything. Because in Revelation says, it's Paul. What does that mean? To understand something, right? When they translated this Greek, they translated it in a favorable way for them. Not a way that would not be discernible by the Ruach HaKodesh. Because again, they don't have the Ruach HaKodesh. They're going to do what they need to do to translate from Hebrew to Greek to Latin, to English, And each one is going to present a more favorable outcome for them. An experiment. Right? Or experiment. The United States of America is a gigantic experiment. But Yahuwah's going to keep us. Yahuwah said ain't nothing going to fall us, destroy us. And the witness. We're born again of water, Ruach, Hakodesh. No weapon formed against us. He says, keep from the hour of temptation which shall come upon all the world, and try them, and test them, and put them to the test that dwell on the erects. Babylon's going to fall. And her destruction is going to lead to the mourning of the other nations, right? But these other nations are going to be in distress as well. Hey, we gotta flee Babylon. We don't belong in Babylon. Right? Right? He says, behold, I come quickly. And he was saying then, he comes quickly. 1,000 years as a day, and days as 1,000 years with you. He coming quickly. Right? Now, if you're in him, and this witness born again of the water, Ruach HaKodesh, quickly, it's relative. Because Yahuwah's going to show you, and you're going to be, it's going to be revealed. Right? You're going to understand it. It ain't going to take you by surprise. It ain't going to come on you as a thief. That's why he says, behold, I come quickly. Hold fast. Stay prepared. Stay ready. And if you ain't ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. And I ain't talking about buying a bunch of guns. I ain't talking about buying a bunch of ammo. I ain't talking about stocking up a bunch of food. You know, if you do that, that's fine too. You know what I'm saying? But if you do that with the intentions of staying in Babylon, good luck. And you know, I do not believe in luck. I don't believe in luck. Right? Behold, I come quickly. Hold, I come quickly. Right? In an hour that you think is not. Right? Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. Stay focused. Know who you labor among. Don't get caught up in what they think and say and feel. Stay in the Ruach HaKodesh, the water and the blood, trusting in the Torah and the Bethor of truth, right? And don't let nobody steal your crown. You know, it's the thief that comes for to steal. The thief cometh but for to steal, to kill, to destroy. The thief. Thief. Excuse me. He says, no man take thy crown. Who shall separate me from the love of you? What shall separate me from the love of you? What's going to take my crown? My failure to be ready. Distractions, deceptions, destruction. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. Right? Behold, I come quickly. in an hour that you think is not. But you don't have to worry about it because, you know, if you're in me, right, and you're holding fast to the Torah, right? Right? If you're holding fast to the Torah, you ain't denying his name. Ain't nobody gonna take your crown. Right? Ain't nobody gonna take your dominion. Ain't nobody gonna take your rulership. I know you got Hasatan out there. I know you got the synagogue of Satan. I know that you have those that are Jews, that say they're Jews and do lie. This is Revelations 3:9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews, Jewish, right, and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them come and worship before thy feet. And to know that I have loved thee. Because you went through the door. You've entered in at the door that no man can shut. You know, they want to shut it down, but they can't. This thing is in motion. I've got to call out people. I've got to call out an assembly. I got those who have been anointed, who've received the seed of Yahuwah, my Abba, in me, in the Ruach, HaKodesh, in them. He says, listen. Him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of Yahuwah. Yahuwah, in the name of Yahushua, I pray that I be a pillar. And those that you have chosen, those that you have called to receive this word would be a pillar. And the temple of Elohiym. And he shall go no more out, and I will write upon him a name of my Lord. The name of his Elohiym. And the name of the city of my Elohiym. Right? New Yerushalayim. Jerusalem. Which cometh down from the Shamayim, from Elohiym, and I, and my new name. Because we didn't receive the mark of the beast. We didn't take on Hasatan's name. We were delivered from his dominion. We went in through the door, open door. We transferred kingdoms. We went from darkness to light. We chose to be pillars in the kingdom of Yahuwah. We chose to endure to the end. Yeah, we understand those that are the synagogues of Hasatan are there, and they are Jews and they lie. Revelations 3:9. We know this, right? But we have to be ready. We have to get ready. We have to stay ready. He that haveth an ear to hear, let him hear what the Ruach HaKodesh is saying to the assemblies. The door is open. The call has gone forth. Those who receive this witness are going to be the chosen of Yahuwah. And they are going to endure to the end. Because the race is not given to the swift or to the strong, but he that endures to the end. You're going to endure to the end. Right? You're going to make the necessary preparations to ensure that you have enough oil in your lamps. Because when the bridegroom calls, you're going to be ready to go. And you're going to go. You ain't going to have to scramble. Trying to figure out, well, I'm going to get some more oil because my lamp done went. You know, because ain't nobody going to be there to give you none. Because that's between you and Yahuwah. That's between you and the bridegroom. Listen, you got to be born again of water, Ruach. You better understand the importance of this witness. You better be getting ready, get ready. Because there's a great reveal coming. Great reveal. Great reveal. They're trying to hide it like crazy. The nations don't want you to know who you are. The nations do not want you to know who you are. They don't want you to make the connection to you being a people of Yahuwah that Yahuwah has provided something for. I don't want you to do that. Right? They still trying to scramble to get ownership of lands on the continent of Africa. They ain't scrambling to get nothing from anywhere else. How come they ain't scrambling to get resources from the United States? Right? Why is all these other nations scrambling to get resources from the continent of Africa? Specifically sub-Saharan Africa. The gig is up. The gig is up. Get ready for the great reveal. The gig is up. Babylon, the whore, is falling. She's falling. Right? She's falling. Right? Government. Nations. Right? It has to be set up for the anti-Mashiach. It has to be set up for one world currency. But, you know what? In all of this, Babylon's falling. Babylon's falling. It's time to exit stage left. It's time to get ready to go. And again, this is only to those of you who are chosen, right? This word ain't for everybody. You know, this word ain't for everybody. And if if this word ain't for you, it's okay. I ain't mad at you. You know, I still love you. I ain't mad at you. Right? Ain't gonna stop me. I'm gone. I already told my family, listen, my intentions is just leaving the United States of America. They all know. My kids know. I ain't staying here. I'm not staying here. Babylon's falling. I'm not staying here. Right? My wife knows we have no intentions of being here. Right? Babylon's falling. See, you know what? It's hard for you to see it if you don't have Yahuwah's Ruach. It's hard for you to even see it and conceive of it if you don't have Yahuwah's Ruach. Right? You ain't gonna see it. You don't see it. You know, you're listening to these Freemason pastors. You listening to these 501c3 government-controlled entities. Come on, man, come on. Listen, this is an open door. The witness of Yahushua Mashiach. If you enter in, even though you have little strength, but you don't deny the name, and you stand strong and endure to the end, you're going to be a pillar. You're going to be a pillar. Right? Right, because you ain't chasing wealth. I've never seen so many Christian churches talk about getting wealth and making it and being successful and what? What are you talking about? the more you give, the more be given unto you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and all of this gimmicky stuff, right? Gimmicky. The Torah is true, right? Right? But the way they present it is diabolical. So you sitting up there constantly getting motivated, thinking you okay. Talking yourself into believing that you the best of you. You are the best rendition of you, and you in sin. What? You a fornicator. You're a whoremonger. You're an adulterer, right? You can't control your lust, right? You want what everybody else has. That's covetous. Listen, how are you going to make it? Hey man, bunch of motivational speakers. Always telling people what they want to hear. So people continue to feed that financial engine. So that they still ride around in Bentleys and fly around in jets, because there's all kinds of devils on planes. What? Come on, man. Listen, y'all you better understand. He that has an ear to hear, let him hear what the Ruach HaKodesh is saying to the assemblies. Man of y'all, woman of y'all, be ready, be ready, be ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, stay ready, stay ready, stay ready. Because we're in that hour. And listen, you're going to be tested. You're going to be tried. There are going to be some points in time when you feel like you have little strength. But don't deny the name. Stay true in Amunah to the witness of Yahushua Mashiach. Walk in being born again of the water and the Ruach HaKodesh. Spend time in the Torah, reading Torah and studying Torah, letting Torah have first place in your heart. Declare Yahuwah's word. Walk in his word, in Ruach and in truth. Endure to the end. Because you know what? Yahuwah already said, he says, I will make them of the synagogue of Hasatan, which say they are Yahudiym and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them come. I will make them to come and to worship before thy feet and to know that I have loved thee. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready for the great reveal. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. It's time to leave Babylon. You better be preparing to leave. I'll be in the name of Yahushua Mashiach, the words you've given me to give to them. I'm praying that they keep them, that they would walk in them, be strengthened by them. I know this word is not for everybody, but it's for somebody. And I pray that those that you have chosen to receive this word will take this word and allow this word to bring life to them, to quicken them, that they would share this word. This word would be a lamp unto those who hear its feet and a light unto their pathway. Abba, I pray. In the name of Yahushua HaMashiach, I give you glory and honor. I worship and I magnify you. In the name of Yahushua HaMashiach, let the words of my mouth, the meditation of my heart be acceptable in my sight. Yahuwah, my strength and my redeemer. Man of Yah, woman of Yah, called to greatness. Woman of Yahuwah, beautifully and wonderfully made today, Yahuwah's favorite. You go forth in the favor and the blessings of Yahuwah. And remember, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. He has given you an open door. Yahushua is the door. Yahushua is the way to the Father. No man cometh unto him but through him. You got to come in by the way of the water, the blood, and have his seed in you, the Ruach HaKodesh, in order to escape. That I say, shalom, 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 and be blessed.
Torah Guardian, speaking the absolute truth. Torah Nation.